Hey, this is Lance and Mark here, going over the old Moen Chateau.
This is one of the oldest Moen lever handles that Moen came out with. They had a lot of trouble with it because of the plastic piece. I'm going to show you how to take it apart and how to put it back together so that it does not give you trouble. So first of all, you're going to need an Allen wrench. Try to get to the handle screw. I have loosened it already. Normally it takes a little more to get that to break loose. Once you get that screw, come on, I know, to come out, the handle rocks to come off. You'll notice that this is caught under a lip. So when you take this off, you'll see that the handle adapter is moving up and down. You have to be able to attach this in a slight open position. So I'm going to take this off, give you an idea. You'll see that it pushed the cartridge right back down, but we're going to put it back together and I'm going to show you what you're going to end up doing. So screw loose. You have to open the cartridge slightly to get that to let go. It won't let go until the cartridge is coming out. So out comes the screw, handle comes off. Then you're going to have trouble getting this to break loose. Everybody does. A little hot water. Give it some tap. Don't put a wrench. You should be able to take this apart by hand. This normally comes apart in two pieces. So that's to make up for the rough in the wall. So you'll see that these pieces are adjustable. Most people don't know that, and they end up tearing stuff apart. The only way to get these two to separate, and there's no reason to separate them because you're going to need to put it back together. So now here you go. You got this is capable of being removed. Now that you have that taken off, there's some screws. The thing about these screws is you want to break them loose. You got one.
Mention the extension.
And you have two, which is the second one. Now, this particular valve has an extension on it. If you lose these extensions, you're in trouble. So you don't want to remove the screws because you want the extensions to come out with the screws. You will notice that this has another piece that extends it. That piece will go up inside of here when we put it back together, and I'll show you how that's done. This comes off, and then you pull the cartridge. Normally I'm more prepared for this. There's usually a pin here. I've already removed the pin. Cartridge will come out. You'll turn the water on, flush it out thoroughly. You'll get a new cartridge. You'll put it back in. Normally there's a washer right here. Little teeny washer. Goes between this extension and this piece. Since this has an extension longer than the original one, you won't need it with this. If it was the shorter one, and I'll show you in a second, then you would need a washer to be there. This has to go back on the same way you took it off, with the screws still in the black piece. The extension has to be locked into the cartridge like so. Then this is going to go back on. You'll notice the screws are still in the body of that housing. If this plastic piece is damaged in any way, and I'm going to show you that, you need a new trim. For now, we're going to put this back together the way we took it apart so that you can see that it's a simple process Most people take these screws out and lose the extensions. Once you do that, then you have to change the trim. Okay? So you got the idea. Now that we have it apart, let's say the plastic piece is broken, missing, or gone. You will eliminate all of that. And what you will do is you will get a new trim set. Here's that washer I was telling you about. Comes with every handle you buy. That washer goes on first, then your sleeve, then your trim, then your handle. Then, of course, handle screw. Tighten it up. Index button to keep it covered so it looks nice. And now you don't have to remodel. You don't have to tear the house apart. You can just easily change it over to a Monticello trim, which is a newer upper grade. There is other handles available, but our kit only comes with the plastic handle. So when you order it, it will come with a plastic handle. If you want or need a lever handle for one reason or another, we do have options available. You can call, we can give you part numbers. That way you can decide what you want to do. So your valve is not one of those that they have to replace the whole valve. There is options out there, and you can get those options from M1 Specialties, because this is what we do, is parts and availability, and we can help you put this back together without tearing your wall apart. That's why we are in business, to help the customer.
And then, just to kind of show you a rough idea how this valve went together, as you can see, the old version, the plastic piece, and like he was saying, this piece breaks a lot. Once this is broken, you have to remodel it to this style's of trim.
That's right. And if you remember, I told you the one that I have has an extra long extension. There's where that washer needs to be if you're trying to reassemble this old design. If you lose or misplace that washer or don't put it on, this will not let the water shut off all the way.
Okay, that's going over the old Moen Chateau valve.
With a single lever
Lever metal handle. Okay, you can get your parts over at M1 Specialties.